The Elves and the Shoemaker. Once upon a time, there lived a poor shoemaker and his wife. They were honest and kind people, but life had not been easy for them. Little by little, their money disappeared until at last the shoemaker had only enough leather left to make one single pair of shoes. That evening, the shoemaker cut the leather carefully and placed it on his workbench, ready to finish the shoes in the morning. Then he said good night to his wife, and they went to bed, trusting that tomorrow would be a better day. When the shoemaker woke up early the next morning, he prepared to begin his work. But when he entered his workshop, he stopped in surprise. There, on the table, stood a pair of shoes already finished. The stitching was perfect. The leather was shaped beautifully. The shoes were so well made that the shoemaker had never seen anything like them before. He could not understand how this had happened, but he was grateful. Soon after, a customer entered the shop. When he saw the shoes, he admired them greatly and gladly paid more money than usual. With that money, the shoemaker was able to buy leather for 2 more pairs of shoes. That evening, he prepared the leather as before, laid it neatly on the workbench, and went to bed with hope in his heart. The next morning, once again, the shoemaker found the shoes perfectly finished. Day after day, the same miracle happened. Every night, the shoemaker prepared the leather. Every morning, the shoes were waiting for him, beautiful, flawless, and ready to sell. Soon, the poor shoemaker was no longer poor. His little shop became busy, and his life became comfortable again. One evening, the shoemaker said to his wife, "We must find out who's helping us. Someone is working for us every night, and we should thank them." His wife agreed. That night they hid quietly behind a curtain in the workshop and waited. At midnight, when everything was silent, the door opened. 2 tiny elves entered the room. They wore no shoes and their clothes were old and worn, but they worked quickly and happily. They jumped onto the table, sewed, stitched, hammered, and shaped the leather with incredible skill. In no time at all, the shoes were finished. Then the elves laughed softly, danced around the table, and disappeared into the night. The shoemaker and his wife watched in amazement. The wife said gently, "Those poor little elves have been helping us without asking for anything. We should do something kind for them." The shoemaker agreed. The wife made tiny shirts, coats, and trousers, and the shoemaker made 2 tiny pairs of shoes. They placed the gifts on the workbench and went to bed, curious to see what would happen. That night, the elves returned. When they saw the clothes and shoes, they were filled with joy. They laughed, clapped their hands, and quickly put on the new clothes. Then they danced happily around the room, singing as they went. At last, they waved goodbye and disappeared forever. The elves never came back again. But the shoemaker and his wife continued to work hard. Their business remained successful, and they lived happily for the rest of their lives. The end.